So coming out of high school, you're getting ready to go into the real world.
Getting ready to
yeah,
go?
getting ready.
I was already.
Oh, you were already?
Already. I moved out at 14 years old.
You moved out at 14?
I moved out at 14.
So what made you move out at 14 years
I was
old?
fast. I was just fast.
Super fast.
I wanted to do my own thing. I was chasing boys. You know, like I said, I believe that, you know, just being a sex abuse survivor kind of makes you grow up fast and it influences you. Yeah, I kind of wanted to do my own thing. And I was dating older men and, you know, being spoiled and, you know, shower with gifts and all that kind of stuff. So I was just kind of out there. So I moved out when I was 14. I kind of moved around, right? So I didn't like have my own place, but I was like moving with my best friend, moving with my grandfather, moving with friends. I was kind of doing that during that time. So by the time I graduated, I was doing music at that time. So I had a short stay in New York where I was doing a lot of work and things like that out there. So I was trying to make this career pop off during that time.
So you at that time you were dead set at being a musician, and being a singer?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
You went to New York at that young of age?
No. I went to New York at right after graduation. So 17, 18.
Okay. Okay.
So you did complete school?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. I was a good student.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did you like get a break in the music around then? Were you like doing clubs? What kind of...
No, I mean, recording artist. So, I mean, I did some clubs, you know, but I did more like shows and venues and concerts and things like that. So I did R&B and rap earlier on, and then I ended up later on doing
rap.
Oh, yes. Yes, I did. Listen, we have a battle. Don't play. It's still in me now. It's still in me.
Hey, now I knew you sing. I never knew you rap.
Yes, my name back then was Ebony Red. And
Ebony Red.
Ebony Red. Yep. I'm actually in the issue of the Vibe magazine with Puffy and Biggie on the cover.
Really?
Yep, I'm in that issue. That was the anniversary issue.
Everything he got going on, I don't know if
I know.
I know. Later, but
I know.
Wow. So you were in the Vibe magazine?
Yep, sure was.
You like signed to somebody?
I was. So I had a distribution deal. So I had a couple of different distribution deals. My manager back then, which is also still working with me now, his name is Hakeem Taylor. And so we had a lot of, great stuff that was going on and things like that. Back then was like during the Mary J. Blige era, right? Where she was one of the first to be singing over beats directly.
Yeah.
Okay. And so that was kind of the direction that I went as well. And so, yeah, I think I had a really good run. I'm going to be honest. And I've been saying this, especially with all the things that's coming out about that gentleman we just talked about.
Yeah.
I really feel like the only reason why I didn't become super successful in the music industry was the grace of God.
Oh, wow. So you think it was a blessing that you didn't?
I do. It's
wow.
So...
Did you see a lot of crazy stuff?
Yes.
So you feel like he protected you from getting to that
100%. 100%. I believe I'm called out. I believe I'm chosen. And I just believe that I probably would have been lost out there, you know what I'm saying, in that industry, being used up, abused, you know what I'm saying, all of that, maybe on drugs. I really, really feel that way. So yeah, I really, I've been saying that over the last couple of years that I really feel like God just kind of protected me. And even going into the gospel industry, it's a lot of drama over there too, you know?
Yeah.
And so
I heard the gospel people worse.
Oh, yes.
They cut up.
Yes. Because see, at least in the secular world, you know the shark.
Yeah, you know what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the gospel world, you don't necessarily know until you know. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff. I had one year that I was, we were in Nashville. We were staying in one of the hotels out there for the Stellar Awards. And one of the concierges had told me that the weekend that we're there, the rate of porn that is watched in the bedrooms is higher than any other time.
When the gospel people
are
there.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Because the thing is, they're suppressing natural things, you know what I'm saying, that should be happening. And they're doing all these things in the dark. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's where the enemy is able to come in and, just kind of taint things.
Yeah.
When it's just like, God is like, sex was created by God.
Yeah.
And the marriage bed being undefiled, but we're always taught, all these things different. And I know that people believe differently, but I think that when you shame someone, when you do things in the dark, to the pure, all things are pure, then it gives room for people to get involved in stuff they probably should not be involved in.
Right.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's a mess out there.
Wow, gospel. So the gospel people are worse than the R&B and the rap.
Let me tell you. I got some. Look, I done changed some names in my book, but I got some stories.
I know that you've released CDs, you've written songs for people. How long did you do music? Like, was it for a few years, a long time? Or?
Well, I mean, you probably have to like put them together because it was breaks, right?
Okay.
So like we had me starting at 5 and with my sisters doing stuff or what have you. And then I had like a little solo stint, right out of high school, actually during high school and right out. And then I stopped, right? So like it's so funny because Hakeem, who I mentioned earlier, always teases and say, man, you just kind of just left me. You know what I'm saying? He was like, we were about to blow up and we were about to do some things. And I was just so trying to find myself and just, looking for love in all the wrong places and making wrong decisions. So I came out of the music industry because I was doing that. And then I'd go back to my first love again, which was music. So that's what made me go back into the gospel realm.
Okay.
And, I had some church hurts because as I got older, I did sing in the church and I was the, was I guess like the lead or whatever in the church choir. And that caused a lot of issues. There was a lot of jealousy surrounding that from the pastor's wife. Oh, yeah. It was horrible.
Pastor's wife?
Yes.
Wait a minute. What was going on?
She wanted to be the lead, singer in the choir, and she couldn't sing. Oh. So, I mean, and it wasn't even like I wanted that position. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it's because I always say it's not like I was the best singer.
Yeah.
But what I was told from my pastor is that you don't have to be the best singer, but it's like whoever is called, right? To be the leader and, because that's just the anointing that's on your life. So I did that, I was being obedient, but I got a lot of hate and jealousy from that. So that is what kind of made me.
It was the pastor's wife that you were getting it from?
Oh, yeah. It was bad. It was bad. I mean, it broke me. I'm not even gonna lie. It made me like resign and leave the church.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you quit like cold turkey?
Oh,
just woke up one day and just, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So she said things directly to you like.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and just underhanded, just like sneaky, stuff and talking behind your back and just, just undermining and all of that, just like usurping the authority that her husband had given me. You know what I'm saying? All of those different types of things.
Wow.
So I was just like, you can have it. Because
now, let me ask now, was the pastor sweet on you?
No, not at all.
Oh,
not at all.
All right. Now, I got to ask, was the pastor might have been a little sweet on you?
No, not at all.
She saw what was going on.
Not at all. No, I definitely believe him to be a man of honor.
Fox in the hen house.
Yeah, because he didn't like stand up for his wife and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like he was trying to make sure that things were done right. And, I stepped down correctly. I wrote a letter and just explained some of the things and just said, for my own sanity and my emotional health, my spiritual health, I just need to step down. Like, she can have it. Here's the torch,
Right.
Wow.
And back then, my ex-husband he had built a studio in the basement. And
so you were married back then?
Mm-hmm, yeah, I was married back then. 1996.
How old were you?
Shoot, do the math. I'll be 51 next month. Okay. Math is not my strong suit. Do the math.
You got married.
Yeah. So we were married for 16 years. I can tell you that.